Hi guys, I'm Niveta. In this video, I'm going to teach you some questions which can be asked in teacher recruitment exams like CTET, TET exams. Okay, so here I'm going to share questions with answers. Okay, in all topics like psychology, mathematics, English, everything. So first we are going to see proficiency in languages in part 1. Here you will be given one passage. Okay, since July 1991 the government of India has effectively put the liberalization policy into practice. The drastic step even includes some administrative reforms for pruning the government agencies. Last year, the Japanese business circles represented by the Ishikawa mission called attention of the Indian counterparts to what they consider to be the major implements in India. However, thanks to the almost revolutionary reforms put into effect by the Indian government, those implements either have been removed or now are on their way out. Their development gives a new hope for the future of economic cooperation between the two countries. At the same time, it should be borne in mind that there is a stiff competition with other countries, notably China and Southeast Asian countries in this regard. The success stories of Asian countries welcoming Japanese investment with adequate infrastructure are already known in India, but it may be useful in further studies of Japanese joint venues in Asian countries be made by Indian business circles. The coastal areas of China have initiated a very active campaign to welcome foreign economic participation. Beyond our bilateral relationship, India's more active participation in global economy is needed. India certainly deserves a far bigger share of world trade considering its vast resources. It strongly hoped that Indian government recently initiated effort of enlarging its export market would bear fruit. India has steadfastly maintained its parliamentary democracy since independence. Considering its size, its population and internal complexity, the overall maintenance of the national integrity, political stability under parliamentary democracy is remarkable and admirable. Okay, this passage goes on. The Ishikawa mission during its visit to India emphasized on need for removing policy or on the implementation hurdles. Okay, so actually it's given in this right. It's last year the Japanese business circle represented by the Ishikawa mission called the attention of the Indian counterpart to what they consider to be the major implements in India. Okay, that is what you have to do is need for removing policy or implementation hurdles. How did Indian government react to the hurdles in the way of bilateral trade between India and Japan? The government in principle agreed for removal of these hurdles. The author seemed to appreciate India's national integrity and political stability, particularly in the view of which of the following: size of country, India's population, its internal complexity, all of this. Which of the following is true about the author's view regarding the India's participation in world trade? India should actively contribute in a big way as it has a tremendous resources. Which one of the following statement is true in the context of the passage? India's successful experiment of economic reform has been an inspiration to the world. Size, population, internal complexity of the country's area, the barriers in the way of attaining national integrity and political stability. A few government agencies were not in favor of liberalization policy at the beginning. A only. India's successful experiment. Okay. Then we are going to see some English sentence. It's quite tough to declare which candidate will win the presidential election. Declare means predict. Okay. Then transcoding has one of the items in the new syllabus. Transcoding is one of the items. Okay. It's one of the items. Synonyms: futility, uselessness. Okay. Antonyms: turbulent means it's like so stormy. Okay, so opposite to this is calm. Select the word which means the same as a group of words gives. One who believes everything he or she hears is credulous. Okay. Select the words which means the same as the group of words given. See, one who believes everything he or she hears. This is a group of words. It has one meaning, right? That is the meaning of credulous. Then we are going to see some questions based on general proficiency, reasoning proficiency in computer. NHPC signs MOU in IBN to develop 2 hydro projects in which countries? Nepal. NHPC signs MOU with Investment Board Nepal to develop 2 hydro projects. National Hydroelectric Power Corporation of India signed a pact with International Board of Nepal to develop 750 megawatt West City and 450 megawatts SR6 hydroelectric projects in Nepal. Okay, hydroelectric means it's like water based. So NHPC signs MOU with IBN to develop hydroelectric in Nepal. N means N itself says like it's Nepal only. Okay. Which state government has decided to set up new litigation policies and withdraw cases with a quantum of sentence of fewer than 3 years? Which state government has decided to set up a new litigation policies and withdraw cases with a quantum of sentence of fewer than 3 years? Assam government decided to come up with new litigation policies. Cases with quantum of sentences of fewer than 3 years will be withdrawn. Assam government decides to withdraw cases with a quantum of sentence fewer than 3 years. The state government will wipe out 86,000 cases by this measure. Okay, it's done by Assam actually. Which state will provide smartphones to 1.35 crores women in the state? Rajasthan. Smart for RS. Rajasthan smartphones. Okay. As a part of Chief Minister the Digital Seva Yojana, the government is doing like this. How many nations will participate in pitch black exercise? 17. India's Air Force to participate in 17-nation air combat exercise pitch black in Australia. The 3-week-long pitch black exercise is hosted by Royal Australian Air Force. Over 100 aircraft and 2,500 personnel from 17 nations will participate in this exercise. Okay, over 100 aircraft and 2,500 personnel. Which country has released a commemorative postage stamp to mark 75 years of diplomatic relationship with India? Egypt. Wow, right? They are releasing a postage stamp to make 75 years of diplomatic relation. Understood? Egypt recognition of independence of India on August 18, 1947. The two nations became closer in 1950 and concluded the historic friendship treaty in 1955. The amount given to beneficiaries under the Assam Government Poverty Alleviation Scheme Urunoli will be increased to dash from 1,000 to 50. The amount given to the beneficiaries will be increased to 1,250 from 1,000 from next month onwards. A logo will be placed outside the houses of the beneficiaries. Aims to reduce the financial problem of impoverished families through substantial income support. Presently, there are 22 lakhs beneficiaries under the scheme. Where did India and Australia concluded the Maritime Partnership Exercise? Perth. India and Australia conclude the Maritime Partnership Exercise between the navies of the two countries in Perth. In Sumeda with the HMAS participate in the exercise, reaffirming that the Navy-to-Navy link and interoperability between the Indian government and Royal Australian Navy. India has firmed up a proposal to give a specific name to which of the following institutes based on regional heroes, freedom fighters, historical events and monuments of the area or the district geographical Identity aims. The government to name all the 23 aims after local heroes, historical events, or monuments of the area. The majority of all Indian Institute of Medical Science has submitted a list of names to the Union Ministry of Health and Welfare to receive suggestions from them on the matter. When did Union Minister Jitendra Singh inaugurate Indian first indigenously developed hydrogen fuel cell bus, which is in Pune? Okay, the first built a hydrogen fuel cell bus developed by CSIR and KPIT, launched in Pune. Union Minister of Science and Technology inaugurated India's first in. Okay, it's like. A hydrogen fuel cell bus was first in Pune. India, along with the country, collaborated to launch third country project in Africa. In which country? Means UAE. India with the UAE collaborated to launch third country projects in Australia. Understood? Yearn near reef free, because you have to bring the last alphabet to first. That is what near. Okay, reef means fear. FEAR will come, but okay, for E. Then see 31229144. What you have to do is you have to square it for the first set of numbers. Okay, for the second set of numbers, thank you for watching.